First-time homebuyer incentives, which, has been the talk. That was a talk a couple of years ago, many years ago, when they were kind of brought this in with the homebuyers incentive and so on. So the budget introduces a tax-free first home savings account, which I know we talked about a few months ago would be awesome. So this is very good. This will allow first-time homebuyers to contribute up to a maximum of $40,000. Contributions to this account would be tax deductible like an RSP, while withdrawals to buy a home would be non-taxable like a TFSA. So in addition, the budget doubles the existing first-time homebuyers tax credit from $5,000 to $10,000.
Yeah,
David.
So that,
I know you.
Yeah, David's
for sure.
Of this
so
take it away, David.
Yeah. So for this one, it's a TFSA account focused solely on for first-time homebuyers. It's again similar to the RSP program, where if you haven't owned a home in 4 years, you can still qualify for this. And you could contribute up to $8,000 a year. It is tax deductible, so it's pre-tax dollars, which is actually pretty great. But you are limited by that $8,000 a year, as opposed to RSPs, where you can just do a lump sum contribution. Now, the flip side of that on the TFSA is that you do not need to repay it. So right now, under the first-time homebuyer RSP program, you have no restriction as far as how much you could contribute to it at one time. So if you have the available limit in your RSPs of say 50,000, you could contribute 50,000, wait 3 months and pull it back out and get that tax deduction that year, and then have 15 years to repay those funds to your RSPs. In this sense, for this TFSA, this is in addition to the RSP program. It is not eliminating it, but you can only contribute $8,000 a year to that 40,000 max. Again, tax deduction when you contribute and tax-free when you pull it back out. So it is a good, it's good to have that other tool in the toolbox in addition to the RSP program. It's unfortunate that they cap it at $8,000 a year to contribute, because you're having, you're really limiting people and making it that they need to contribute over 5 years to this program in order to max it out. And I think that is a real big fault of this. I don't know why they would do that when they don't have that restriction on the RSP program.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I agree.
Exactly.
And why 8?
Yeah.
Where did they get up? It's like an arbitrary number, like 7,652 is the max per year.
It's like just enough to almost make it not effective, because you got to wait. Like it's a 5-year savings plan, right?
Yeah. I mean,
and then in 5 years, what are you going to be doing? Like, what's the market going to be like? No one knows. It's like save to wait.
Yeah. It doesn't, that aspect of it is very confusing as to why they would put that in place. But really, if you, anyone starting, you can open up the account at 18. So anyone at 18 or a parent, open that account and start contributing again, because you are limited and will take some time to accumulate. But, really being able to combine the RSP program and that, you can get up to 75,000 between the two, to contribute,
so what happens with this? What happens with this account if, let's say, you're saving for a home for 5 years, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I don't want to buy a home anymore. And then you've got this account. Is this only accessible for a first-time home purchase? Like you can't take it out for any other purpose, right?
No, you can take it out, but you'll be taxed at it.
Taxed.
Yeah. So it'll be, because it's a tax deduction up front. So it's tax-free money going in, like pre-tax dollars. So just like an RSP, if you pull it out at a later date, it's just added to your income and you're taxed at that tax rate. So you can access the funds, but the intention is that it's there as a first-time home buyer. I know I was reading on the weekend, a lot of the banks, and there's a lot of articles talking about it, that it was kind of stupid that they didn't just add it to the existing TFSA account and having it as a separate account, because it's very time consuming and costly for the banks to roll this out. And they have to have it in place for, I believe it's January 1st, 2023. And there's a lot of from a tech side and setting it up, that there's a lot there in order for them to do. So they were kind of just saying, why wouldn't you just add it on to the existing TFSA? But I guess it's maybe easier to monitor if it's a separate one. Who knows? Not everything makes sense at what's done. And then the tax credit. So in the first year that you buy your first home, you can get a tax credit. Right now it's at $5,000. That's increasing to $10,000. So really, that cash back in the first year you purchase your home, it then, really increases from $750 to $1,500. They'd be eligible to receive back. Another aspect that's not highlighted here, another useless program that they've extended is the first-time homebuyer incentive program. They extended that by another 3 years because nobody's been using it. So the funds are still sitting there.
You sound so jaded, but we're just trying to be honest. It's like, oh, another shitty program. Let's talk about that one. The incentive one, I think in theory is great. It's just the criteria to qualify is literally impossible. Like you can't qualify. Like the criteria they have and where home prices are, it's like it's like 1% of the population that's going to qualify for it.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe because we'd really like that.